A good late afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Sage here. You're watching Kalkine TV, live from Sydney. It's been an exciting day for Aussies today. Besides all the stock market enthusiasm, the Ashes, which is one of the most followed test series in international cricket, is being played on Australian soil this time. And Australia are the current reigning champions of the tournament as they managed to defend the run in the Ashes 2019 when the series ended in a draw. And while we witness a total of 5 test matches in the coming days, let's get on with the last show of the day, the last trade, wherein we'll discover all the latest market action from the local bourse and beyond. And it seems to be a good week for the local market so far, especially after the RBA Governor, Philip Lowe, stated yesterday that the emergence of the Omicron strain is a new source of uncertainty, but it is not expected to derail the recovery. The Australian economy is expected to return to its pre-Delta path in the first half of 2022. And the global equity market surged today and oil prices jumped thanks to news that the Omicron COVID-19 variant will not cause major economic damage, while a timely shot of Chinese stimulus helped spark the rally. And coming to the local bourses performance today, the ASX 200 ended up today gaining 91.50 points or 1.25% and crossing above its 125-day moving average. And over the last 5 days, the index has gained 2.34% and is currently 2.98% off of its 52-week high. And on the sectoral front, all 11 sectors ended higher. Materials was the best performing sector, gaining 2.52% and 2.25% for the past 5 days. Let's take a look now at the top gainers and losers of the day. And the best performer today was Zip, up 11% after releasing its monthly update yesterday. Following suit was Mesoblast, up 10%. Other top gainers of the day were Champion Iron, Kogan.com and Mineral Resources. Now on the red zone, Steadfast Group topped the charts, down 3.5%. Polynovo plummeted 2.3%. And other laggards today were Aurora, Chalice Mining and Whitehaven Coal. Let us now look at the stocks that interested the investors today. And one of Australia's largest telcos, Telstra, has invested 616 million Australian dollars to secure 2 by 10 megahertz in the Australian Communications and Media Authority's 850 over 900 megahertz band auction. This is the maximum amount of low-band spectrum Telstra was allowed to bid for under the competition limits set by the government. And this is a win for Telstra customers, especially for the people, businesses and communities of regional and rural Australia. The stock traded up by approximately 2% today. Medtech group Trajan has made another acquisition. Trajan, the company, has bought specialised instrument parts supplier Leap PAL Parts and consumables for 10.8 million Australian dollars. And Trajan already owns Leap Technologies, a company that provides automation tools for scientific laboratories. Leap PAL is a separate business that supplies the materials for these tools. Today, Trajan shares traded up by nearly 7%. And billboard company Media has sold its digital publishing division Junkee to publishing, production and digital company Rakat Group. Junkie's editorial, sales and implementation teams will move across to Rakat under the deal. Media shares traded in the green zone today. And now we've reached the time for a short break. Stay with us for plenty more of those trending news updates.
Hi there, James Preston for Kalkine TV. Are you into gaming and virtual reality? Does AI and the endless possibilities it entails capture your interest? Or are you constantly trawling through the web to try and discover the latest updates and innovations in the tech space? Well, let us do the work for you. From the latest product launches to shocking affairs on the World Wide Web, exclusive interviews and information about the top companies like Apple and Google to brand new tech startups vying for your attention. Kalkine's Tech Beat has the latest in what matters in the world of technology. Join me every single Thursday on The Tech Beat, exclusive to Kalkine TV.
Welcome back, Sage here. Let's take a look at some more of those trending updates. And Vulcan Energy has gone into a trading halt ahead of announcing what should be a fairly significant off-take agreement for the zero-carbon lithium aspirant. And last month, Vulcan announced an off-take agreement with Stellantis battery production facilities in Europe, with a 5-year agreement starting 2026 when it hopes to have commenced production. And gambling and gaming giant Aristocrat Leisure will be getting a new chief financial officer after Julie Cameron-Doe resigned to take up the same role at Wynn Resorts. She had been in the role for 4 years and with the company for 8. Shares traded up by nearly 2% today. And on the new listings front, the bourse welcomed Orange Minerals today. The company has gold and base metal exploration assets in world-class Lachlan Fold Belt of New South Wales and eastern goldfields of Western Australia. It has plans to undertake exploration drilling at 3 projects between now and the first half of 2022, targeting a maiden resource at Kalkine early in 2022. And now that we know what the stance is, back home, let us move the focus over to the Asian and global markets. And the Asian stocks opened higher today after technology shares led the US equities to their biggest rally in months as traders bet the Omicron COVID variant won't stall the global recovery. Japan's Topix index gained 0.6%, the Kospi index rose 1.1%, Hang Seng index was steady and the Shanghai Composite index was little changed. MSCI's index of Asia Pacific shares outside Japan was up by 0.44%, and beyond Asia, the S&P 500 closed 2.1% higher, and the Dow Jones added 1.4%, and the Nasdaq jumped by 3% overnight. We're now in the last segment where we take a look at the buzzing crypto market's performance. And cryptocurrencies continue to recover from last weekend's massive sell-off. Ethereum's scaling solution Polygon was among the biggest gainers. Matic, the native token of the Polygon blockchain, surged from $1.79 US on Monday morning up to $2.50 US over the ensuing 24 hours, nearly a 40% gain. And the world's largest cryptocurrency by market capitalization, Bitcoin too, rose following gains in the traditional market, with prices hovering above the $50,000 US level. And sentiment seems to be positive thanks to growing optimism that the new Omicron coronavirus variant would be less damaging to the economy than previously thought. Some market experts suggest that Bitcoin is attempting to reverse its weekend sell-off, although the upside appears limited. And thanks for joining us in that report. That's a wrap, folks. Hope you found the market closing commentary informative. We'll be back on live tomorrow from about 9:30 Sydney time with the first report on the pre-market scenario to prepare you for your day in trading. Till then, take care, stay safe, enjoy your evening. Sage signing off.